Hi guys, thank you for coming to my channel, Heavenly Star Tarot. I will be doing my Virgos today. This is going to be for January 1st to January 15th, 2020. So, my Virgos, happy New Year. And like I keep telling everybody else, this year right here, this year is going to be amazing. Let me tell you. Okay, so this is going to be a general reading. It should apply to Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus energies. Go back and forth. Sometimes it's you, sometimes it's them. Right, cross watchers? And general means that this can apply to your home life, your career life, your love life, hopefully some part of your life, but it will not always resonate. Disclaimer. Let's do this, my Virgos. I call love and light, angels, spirit guides, higher self, all that is divine and heavenly. Please help me give my Virgos the perfect message that is intended for them to receive, that will help them, guide them, show them on their true life purpose. Okay. So my Virgos, I'm going to do my 9-card spread. So basically, 3 cards for the past, 3 cards for the present, 3 cards for the future. I will use this deck right here as my main deck. It's called the Arcanum Tarot. I will clarify with the Rider deck traditional, and then if you guys stick around towards the end, I will give you an Angels of Abundance Oracle card for some extra insight. Let's see, my Virgos. What was I feeling for you guys? So, a lot of you guys are really focused on taking care of your debts, clearing your debts. Whether this is working on your credit, right? Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. And this in turn is actually gonna lift a lot of obstacles and blocks. And you guys are trying your bestest to be more positive this year, because apparently last year some of you guys were not that positive. Don't blame you. It's just what you were dealing with, the people you were dealing with. Something for some of you went through some kind of tower moment where maybe you thought that, you had it really bad, but then something happened where you saw how really bad it could be and how bad it is for others. So you kind of counting your blessings and loving life, or at least intending to live your bestest life from this moment on. That's a good attitude. You got a new attitude. Alright, so your first 3 cards, my Virgos, are going to deal with your recent past. This could be last year, last month, last second. It could deal with a person, a place, or a situation. You have the 3 of Swords. So this is heartbreak, feeling sad, healing. I feel a lot of you guys have been healing, have been doing a lot of work on yourselves. Okay, I gotta say it. Some of you guys have been in that victim mentality. Feeling like it always has happened to me. Nothing good ever happens to me. Why? Expecting worst case scenarios. But there's a shift. There's transformation. You're appreciating life more. Because, again, like I said, you're counting your blessings. You're seeing how you're actually not worse, not where you thought. You have a place to live. You have food. You have support if you wanted, but a lot of you guys just didn't want it. Everybody's going through their thing. Your next card is the Emperor. Could be dealing with an Aries. Some of you just didn't want anybody to say that they helped you or that take responsibility for you advancing. Okay. So, okay, this is what I feel. Like, let's say you did take somebody's help. You didn't want them to constantly tell everybody, you know, Virgo is where they are today because I helped them. You know, if it wasn't for me, Virgo wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for me, and you know, you didn't like that. It's like, if you're gonna help me, but you don't have to tell the whole freaking world about it. In that case, I don't need your help. Just do it myself, right? A lot of you did do it yourself, and a lot of others of you. Okay, so I feel like the person that was doing this, they saw what they were doing wrong. Like, they shouldn't be acting this way. So they changed, they shifted, and they approached you in a different way. Not treating you as a charity case, but more as a true, you know, brother, sister, friend. Like, understanding that they don't have to make you feel less than. For what? A lot of them, they went through some stuff, and now they're seeing your point of view. Others of you, this has to do with you actually wanting to start your own thing, taking action. You finally are figuring out what it is you want to do. Start this new business, new endeavor, new job, new. Taking your power back, not letting others have power over you, which you didn't. A lot of you didn't. It's just, you didn't even, I don't know, there was like some ego thing going on, stubbornness. Your next card is the Queen of Pentacles, your energy. Some of you are dealing with another earth sign like yourself. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody, the energy. Some of you are in your element, but for the most part, you guys are been healing, taking care of yourself, seeing things differently, appreciating the little things, working on your health, spiritual growth. Others of you, there's someone that has been you have connected with, mother. For some of you, there's like you reconnected with like your mother or somebody that is very caring and nurturing, and it wasn't asking you for anything. They just really genuinely wanted to help you. So you had a different version of people. Like when you thought all was lost and people were just the worst, nobody actually cared. The universe connected you with someone or something that made you feel, have hope. Have hope for the world again. Have hope for yourself again. I hope that makes sense. Present energy, lovely. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Ultimate financial stability. Your money looking good. It's like you're in the right place in the right time. Your family is really trying to reach out to you, and there's like they really want to support you, genuinely want to support you. Genuinely. There was some kind of miscommunication. Something happened, something was said. You might have felt like they hurt your feelings by what they said. You or them, both even. And now the family was like all over the place. So maybe something in the holidays could have happened where you reconnected, you got to talk about it. It's like, hash it out. Like, well, I heard you said this. And they're like, well, I heard you said this. No, I didn't say that. You know, like, there was clear communication, so you get to heal. Reconnect. Reconnect. You missed each other. They missed you. Others of you, this is you having to prove something. It's like, I don't want them to expect me to ask. So you were on your own path, doing your own thing, trying to get your finances in order, your credit in order. You didn't want them to say anything that you didn't do. Okay. If they were complaining that you weren't working, if they were complaining that you didn't care, if they were complaining that you weren't going to amount to anything, you were kind of like, I'm not going to come back until I prove that I don't need them and I could do this myself. So you went off. Some of you had more than one job, right? And this was amazing for you because it's something about independent freedom. And some kind of respect comes in here because of it. They respect you. You're getting some accolades, respect. Home. Something about a home. You got your own place. You got yourself back on your feet. You got balance in your life. Your next card is Temperance. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Could be. But this is you doing things in moderation. Or maybe they thought you did something too much. Or you yourself, you knew you were a little bit overindulgent in something. And there was some sense of guilt. Like, I'm not going to contact my mom. I'm not going to talk to my whoever. There was some kind of guilt that you were feeling, or cross watchers, right? And it's like, I want to get myself back on my feet. I want to get back in balance. I want to figure out what the heck is going on. There's also some kind of spiritual thing where you weren't really sure if you believed in God anymore, or you were a bit lost there. You were lost. Or you were dealing with someone that was lost. So there's some kind of empowerment, realization that you have seen. Small percentage just could have been that you lost someone, or someone that's close to you. There was a loss, meaning a tragedy. I don't think it's very immediate. I think it's like a friend of a friend or something like this, where it made you see things differently, different perspective, and appreciate where you are, what you have. Like, life isn't promised to us. Might as well live your bestest life now and not be not stress over the little things, not hold people so accountable over small things. Be more understanding. Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra, some of you. Some people saw that they were doing you wrong. They see this. They weren't treating you the way that you deserve, the way you deserve. And now they're coming back and apologizing. Virgo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said what I said. I'm sorry I did what I did. This could have something to do with the legal system as well. But there's a balance. Temperance is about balance. Justice is about balance. Ten of Pentacles is about stability. You know, feeling comfortable. Enjoying your life. Now, in your future, you have the Nine of Swords. This is stress, anxiety, overthinking, paranoia. Some of you guys were overthinking situations way too much. Worst case scenario thing. And then again, when there's this conversation, this realization comes in where something wasn't, there was some gossip going on. You heard something and it wasn't that. Does that make sense? Somebody was trying to disconnect you from your support system. Disconnect you from the possibility of getting a promotion. So they said stuff, or you thought they said stuff. It was lost in translation. It was never as bad as you thought. Your next card is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. A brand new love. A gift from the universe. This gift is given to you, my Virgos, in the form of love. New love, new way of loving you, new way of loving others, new way of seeing things. For some of you, this was like a new addition to the family. Moderation. You just needed to go through what you needed to go through. You needed to test the waters. You needed to be out there in the world and see how others live. And then kind of see how you are living and realizing like, dang it, I didn't really have it that bad. Or cross watchers, this is what you were doing. A new appreciation for life. Like, there's still so much life. Why spend it in, upset? You have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that you could be dealing with. But this is more of taking action. Taking action, being noticed. Underneath Justice. I feel like there was a loss of motivation before, just mistrust. Again, feeling a little bit of that victim mentality, like things just never happened for me. Being unsatisfied. And because of what you've dealt with. People weren't just, they weren't fair. They weren't even caring. But there's a shift, and there's a lot of healing, grief work that happened. And because of this, you were more open. You opened your heart more to actually hear them out. They were open to hearing you out. And this did something for you. A lot of you, it had to do again with your money. Like you maybe weren't where you wanted to be. So this justice comes in where you're right in the perfect place, the perfect time, and the universe has aligned perfect situations for you. That gives you hope. And you see that, yes, things happen to you too. Good news happened for you. You are promoted. You are noticed. You are recognized. You are somebody. You're somebody important. Very, very important. So there's some kind of shine that happens. Success. Success. Opportunities. Things you didn't even think possible, like miracles even. Beneath the deck is the Ten of Swords. It had to do with healing. It had to do with understanding that that's end. It's the end. Last year was last year. Let go of that energy and look forward to this newness. It's the end of difficult situations. Not everybody is going to betray you. Not everybody is going to backstab you. Not everybody has ill intentions for you. And if they do, who cares? Don't assume that everybody's like that. You live your life in the most positive way that you can. Release the resentment. Transform. Again, living your bestest life. Because ultimately, if you're, feeling bad for yourself, it's not hurting anybody but yourself. I hope that makes sense. Okay, my Virgos, so let's clarify. Let's talk about this Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Cups in reverse. There was all this confusion, all this fogginess about who said, what they did, what you think they did. Illusions, not sure who's telling you the truth, right? So much fog. Now it's in reverse. Fog has lifted. You can see clearly now. You can see clearly now that you are in control of your life. If you want this home, if you want this stability, if you want that job, it's yours. Just expect it. Expect it. The law, positive affirmations. Again, being more positive, expecting things to happen in your way, expecting the wheel of fortune to be in your favor, expecting justice. Clarifying Temperance is the Chariot. Beautiful. Could be dealing with a Cancer, but this is full steam ahead. This is being victorious. This is riding down the parade because you deserve it, because you've gone through so much, because you've healed yourself and you see your worth, and now it's success, victory. The yin and yang. You see both sides. You see what it is like to be in negative, and you see what it is to be positive. So what brings you best results? Negative or positive? Yeah, it's the positive. And then it just keeps turning and turning and turning and turning. Obstacles and blocks are lifted because of your good personal work and your positive energy shift. Nice. Some of you guys, something about a car, travel. Justice is clarified by the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So, things weren't fair. You were getting the short end of the stick. For some of you, you didn't know why it was supposed to be that way, because you weren't supposed to be with that person. You thought you were supposed to be with them, and you were at some point, but not forever, not always. So they needed to act this way, or cross-watchers, Virgos were acting this way because you needed to detach from them, because you're in a different journey, a different path. It's a different cycle, a different decade, you know? It's time for something else. Some of you were together young, and you were too young, and now you've outgrown each other. So now you're on different paths, different journeys, different purpose. For some of you, the legal thing that I'm talking about, they've done you wrong. They did you wrong, and the universe is coming in. You got some kind of news that's going to help your money. I told you something about money. Maybe there's something that's forgiven. Something that's forgiven, where you owed something and then all of a sudden you don't. You don't know how? The universe. That's how. And that's what made you kind of believe again, and that yes, in fact, good things do happen. There's no need to expect the worst case scenario. Clarifying the Nine of Swords is the High Priestess in reverse. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Secrets. I feel this is more like divine knowledge. There was a lot of things that were kept secret. They were a mystery. The universe, God works in mysterious ways, right? You weren't supposed to know it at the time. You were just supposed to stay positive and expect it to work in your favor. It was kind of like a test. It was kind of like a test. Ace of Cups is clarified by the Four of Cups. You see here? This is how you guys were feeling. Bored. Unsatisfied. It's never going to work for me. Every single cup, every single person, every situation that I come across, they always do me wrong. You never looked up because you didn't expect it. Or you knew it's there, this ace, but you're like, it'll be the same. It'll be the same. It never happens for me. But it did, and it is. But it's not if you don't. Does that make sense? If you continue to feel that way, then yeah, it won't happen. for you. You expect things not to happen? They're not. Absolutely not. You guys are seeing things differently. King of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys just didn't believe in yourself. You didn't believe that you were lovable. You didn't believe anybody would care for you. And this is because of the people that you were dealing with before. They made you feel this way. Less than. They made you feel less than. And that's because they were going through some stuff. They were going through some hurt in their past that they needed to heal. For some of you, they saw this in you. They know your potential. They saw how amazing you were, but they needed to hold you down so you wouldn't leave them. They were fearing abandonment. They were fearing that once you realized how amazing you were, you would leave. Let me have another one for that. Made you feel sorry for them. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Lost patience. Not waiting anymore. So somebody stop waiting. No, you're supposed to stop waiting. You're supposed to stop waiting on things that are not going to work. That haven't grown. That haven't grown. Will not grow. So you have to take action and move on your own path. For a lot of you, this is a spiritual path. The Hierophant, upright, could be dealing with a Taurus, but this is enlightenment. This is higher learning, spirituality, spiritual awakening. Some of you needed to really look at your morals, your beliefs, decipher, because there was a loss there. You were feeling a bit confused as to who you believe in, who's real, who's not. Should I be in traditional or untraditional? Am I supposed to be here? But I feel like you guys are coming into this year, 2020, willing to really, really, really commit to yourself. Commit to being positive. Understanding that you can. You can have it all. You can. It's your world. You want to stay where you are? Where you've been? Or do you want to go create your own reality? Right? Okay. I hope that makes sense, my Virgos. So now, let's see what the universe wants to tell you. Whoa. Didn't even ask yet, but I want to give you this one first. Clean energy food. Okay. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This ability leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. For some of you guys, you needed to detox from whatever extra was going on, whatever coping mechanism you needed to use. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. I think that's what you guys are seeing. You're seeing that you're not alone. You're not alone. The universe cares. Your higher self cares. A lot of you are aligning yourself with your higher self. There's something that you're seeing, that you're realizing that how should I say, you're just in better mood. You're just expecting good. You're just open to love and open to be loved. I hope that makes sense, my Virgos. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I wish you guys a happy new year. If you want your own personal private reading, my information will be in the description box below. Thank you, bye.